Clarity on Fire, a podcast for people who know what they don't want out of their life and career, but aren't sure what they'd rather be doing.
In a world where it's easy to exist, but hard to feel alive, we, Kristen
and Rachel,
two certified life and career coaches, are here to help you cut through the information overload, get unstuck, and focus not just on how you can have a career you're passionate about, but how to create a whole life that feels fulfilling.
So join us here, where we serve up inspiration and down-to-earth wisdom in a way that only two best friends can.
We want you to experience the relief of knowing that, yes, you're allowed to want more out of your life and career.
And no, you don't have to wander through the dark anymore. Our job is to light the fire that shows you the way. Let's go. Hi.
Jinx.
Well, this is a message from the universe episode. You know that. You click play. You came for that. It's what you signed up for.
You've seen the title. No surprise at this point. Message from the universe. So we will be giving you your message
shortly.
In just a moment. But please
enjoy a message from these sponsors.
We are our own
AKA
sponsors.
Rachel. Yeah. So
this is really your last chance to get in on our new Patreon community if you want to join the first month's hangout, which is happening this Sunday, March 28th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And it's a book club. So if you want to meet people in the Clarity on Fire world, if you want to read a book real fast, maybe you've already read one of these books.
Or you could just listen to it like a few chapters and be like, sure, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show up.
It's fine.
That's fine. You can do that.
Yeah. You want to sign up today so that you can show up on Sunday.
I mean, I'm going to give you a couple of caveats.
Okay.
Okay. Because I need you to remember a couple of things. One, if you sign up today, this is how we set up our Patreon. And I instantly regretted it. And then it told you I couldn't change it. And I was like, oh, well, it is what it is now. So you just say, love you live with it. But the way it's set up now is that the day someone signs up, they get charged. And then they get charged on the first of the month. So if you sign up on the first of the month, you're not going to get charged again for another month. If you sign up on the 26th of the month, you're going to get charged again on the first of the month. However, I don't think $6 is a lot of a cover charge for a high quality book club.
Agreed. You're getting something this weekend.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Plus access to the content that came before too.
Exactly.
So, and we did have a bonus episode that we just put out for
over an hour-long bonus episode
about depression and anxiety. Super fun topic. I know that you're like, oh yeah, now I definitely have to sign up for that. But my goal with Patreon content is to make it a little bit more like, here's something that I'm actually struggling with right now. Not like, hey, this was a year ago and I have all this hindsight. It's like, no, this is something that still plagues me and we should talk about it and have a conversation about it amongst everyone here.
Yeah,
so we did that.
If you haven't figured this out by now, we're pretty honest and raw and open on the podcast in general. We're not hiding a bunch, but we really want the Patreon community to feel even more intimate in a way. And so we're kind of sharing a little bit more about our own experiences and opening it up so that other people can share about their own experiences too, in a very safe space. So that's why we went deep into a pretty tough topic right off the bat. But there's going to be, you're going to relate in some ways, I imagine.
So there are two tiers. There's a $3 tier. That's if you just like bonus content and
$3 a month. That's
how Patreon works.
Well, but not everyone's used Patreon
Almost
before,
everyone knows how Patreon works.
Just know it's $3 a month, not like a one-time fee.
Okay. So it's, like $3 one time. What do you think I am? It's insulting.
Just want no confusion.
The $3 tier is just bonus content. And the $6 tier is bonus content and the monthly hangout, which is hosted by Madison, our community ambassador. And there's quarterly Rachel hangouts hosted by Rachel.
Okay. So the other caveat is that
a lot of terms and conditions.
We are not
so fun to listen to.
Well, you've already had people
I just told them this. Why are you repeating it?
That we're not going to be there.
I just said hosted by Madison. Read between the lines. I didn't say hosted by Cradle.
I don't think we should read between the lines. I think we should be very clear.
Okay.
That's for community members to meet each other.
Yeah, we're not going to be there.
Yes.
Don't get excited.
It's hosted by Madison.
We're not going to be there.
Not
get excited
because
about other things, not that.
Not because we're participating. We're just not there.
We're just not going to be there.
But you will get to hang out with us quarterly. That's we're still wanting to participate with you guys.
Yeah. Listen, the energy is going to change if we're there. It just is. It's going to become about like, well, what do you think? I'm like, I don't care. I want to know what you think.
Right.
And I want people to meet each other. I don't want them to focus on me and Kristen. It's dumb. So don't. We won't be there. I'm not going to give you the option. There's a lot of really cool people in there, and some good comments and conversations have been had. And I expect that this will be even better because it's live. Mm-hmm. So that's that. Info in show notes. You can also just go to clarityonfire.com/Patreon and sign up. Don't miss the hangout happening on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to do a replay because that's weird. Why would you want to watch a replay of a book club?
No.
Also, privacy. People can say what they want and they don't have to be afraid that it's being recorded.
And it's the point is to meet people, and you can't really meet people sitting at your computer watching
them afterward. So
creepy,
weird.
Right? No.
Not doing that. So you gotta be there. That's what
which is why we tried to pick a time that would fit most time zones and work schedules.
Sorry to the Australians.
Yeah, I know.
But it is what it is right now. I have some fun ideas for future content that I'm going to be doing next month. I'm not going to disclose that yet, but just know that there's more good stuff coming. So I don't know why you're not in there. Probably should be.
I don't think we've mentioned what the books are for the book club this Sunday in previous episodes.
Many times before, but it's Untamed or The Midnight Library.
So you might have already read one of those. Many people in our community have read at least Untamed.
Yeah.
If not the Midnight Library. So, please join our community this Sunday. You don't have a lot of time left if you want to make it for this month.
Okay. I can't be more persuasive than that. Either you show up or you don't. That's really the thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you know. Now you can't say you didn't. I didn't know what's happening.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. So I pulled out this deck we've used multiple times. The Colette Baron-Reid Enchanted Map deck. And I have two different ways that I think we can interpret our reading today. So you guys get to decide. I'm going to give this to you. Remember, Kristen, it's numbers, not alphabetical.
No, this book
Kristen
always
gets confused.
Always throws me off.
So I'm going to shuffle the cards. You need to pause and think about what do you want a message about in particular? Please do.
Playing live and they're going everywhere.
And they're so stiff that you really can't shuffle them very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do traditional kind of left, center, and right, but I'm going to give you an option of how you want to interpret it. Whatever your gut feels called to, just take it. Or you can do both. Who's to say? So you can either pick a card, just a single card, left, center, or right ahead of time, and know that that's the one that has the message for you. Or you can take all three cards and we can do past, present, future. So left, right, or left, center, right being past, present, future about one situation. Mm-hmm. So where we've been, where we are, where we're headed, if you like that better. So noodle on that for a second.
Okay.
And then I'm going to split this deck into thirds. I don't know how well I shuffled this. So if we end up getting the same, freaking...
There's a lot of cards in there. I mean, you'd hope we wouldn't keep getting the same ones.
I feel like I have bad luck or the universe is just really blunt about
I feel like it might be just doubling down.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready?
Okay. So we're going to do left first. So this is either your reading if you picked just a single card on the left, or if you want to do a whole reading, this is the past.
Okay.
Okay. Intention.
What's the number?
22.
22.
So it's there's a column, like a classical kind of Greek column with a big old egg on it. And there's an owl on top of the egg holding a dandelion in its beak. in the middle of a field strewn with dandelions. And there's a mountain and clouds in the distance. It looks like we're on a pretty high perch. You know,
Okay.
the bird is on multiple perches. The bird is perched, and then I
on
think
top
we're
of an egg.
very high up in the clouds in this bit. It's very interesting.
Okay. I haven't seen this one
No,
yet.
neither have. I'm glad to see one I've never seen before.
Yeah. There's a little quote at the beginning.
Okay.
Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world.
This
Our
is
little
the
intro.
past. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of it as my past. Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality.
True.
You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allowing for synchronicity to work its magic.
Mhm.
Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment.
Mhm.
Interesting. So
I like this.
this is,
If you're thinking
you
about
have
it-
set intentions, but you don't have to figure it all out.
I like this as the first card. So like in the sequence of, if you're seeing this as a sequence, I like this as the first card because it's like you've set your intentions.
Right. In the past, you've done that part. Check.
Okay.
Check the box.
So let's see what's
Intention
next.
set.
Okay. So we're going to either, if this is your reading, this is the middle card, or this is what's happening right now in present day. Golden Palace. Oh,
Wow.
this is 23. So it's just the next card. Say, it looks like a very much like an Indian sort of palace, sort of like a Taj Mahal kind of
Very
situation.
lush greenery.
But there's
in
like
front
a
of it.
really, like with deep old roots. There's also like a barren landscape in front of it and a moon and a sun. This has got a lot going on in this card. So
Okay.
I have no idea how to interpret this visually. So go ahead.
Okay, so this is, again, either your answer or this might be your present situation.
Okay.
The intro quote at the beginning is, there is always enough.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. So you set your intentions,
I love this.
and now it's manifesting.
You know that I'm excited when I start like just yelling bitch for no reason.
In the middle of a reading.
Whatever.
Okay. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards.
Okay.
But
cool,
things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth.
cool. Okay. Well, I'm
Wow.
I'm happy about this.
Okay, so where are we going? Because I feel
Where
like
are we going?
things have been things.
We set
you
the
set the good
intention.
intention. You're reaping the rewards.
Things are happening. Long overdue.
long overdue. Manifestations, wealth, happiness, all the good stuff.
And you also don't need material stuff because like you are the source of your worth.
Yeah,
And things
and
can
also-
come and go.
and you have some of the material stuff too, like both and. Don't need it, but it's
You
nice.
can spread that wealth. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's do the last card on the right, if that's the card you picked, or the future, if you decided to do what? I love it. I don't know. This can't be a bad card. Look at it. It's like a freaking
It's a-
magical butterfly horse.
It's definitely, it's like a
So
butterfly unicorn
horse. It's actually not a unicorn. It doesn't have
flying
a horn.
through the air.
It's number 20. It's flying in the air. I mean, it has got
Wherever it's flying, it
it's got some magical chemtrails happening
looks
like-
beautiful.
after
And it's over like a beautiful labyrinth.
maze, like a hedge maze,
Yeah.
like a Goblet of Fire situation.
Yeah, and it's called flying.
But it's a beautiful blue sky too. Like it's not flying through any hail or storms.
Mm-mm.
This is a happy,
There's actually a
prancing rainbow horse.
Yeah, it is rainbow, and there's a rainbow in the
So
background.
if this card is negative, I'm going to be really mad. So because this is what our future holds. Okay,
okay,
Go
so
ahead.
things are already good.
they look good.
They look like they're
Let's
getting better.
confer.
Here's our intro quote. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective.
Mhm.
If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Well, damn. That's one of the best readings I've seen
we've ever given. I love it.
I don't even have to interpret that. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
You set your intentions. Things are already working. You're already seeing the results, feeling good.
It's long overdue.
And there's more on the horizon.
Even more.
You're not even done yet.
Yep.
Wow.
Raise your perspective because you could actually have more than you even thought you could have.
Whatever you're
how
feeling
I'm
grateful
taking
for
that.
right now, that's not even the cap. Raise your expectations.
Yep. To the level of a rainbow horse in the sky.
Okay. We've never seen any of these cards before. So that's fun.
Yeah, I know, right? I also
And after the year we've all had, I want some rainbow horses in the sky and Taj Mahal palaces.
you know what's interesting is that all of these are kind of like, so like the owl is perched on something and it's clearly like also at a vista that's very high.
Elevated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
high elevation. The palace is sitting on like an outcropping of land. Like it's also elevated. And the horse is flying.
Literally flying.
Flying. And so I'm like, I don't.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up.
Mhm.
Things are flying high.
Mhm.
I don't mind that interpretation,
Mm.
especially if you don't
No.
feel like it today. Well, just know that you're going to become a prancing rainbow horse soon.
And also know we have done readings from this deck before.
Oh, and we've gotten some like,
And we've gotten some like, it's winter, hunker down, things are going to get hard.
we've also
I
gotten
mean-
like your gremlins are chasing you kind of card.
Yeah, like internal angst and turmoil. This is a new perspective from
Totally different.
from this deck. So I think we all maybe needed this after what we've all been
Needed
through.
a little boost.
Like 2021 needs to have rainbow horses in the sky with wings after the shitstorm that 2020 was.
I will ride that winged rainbow horse into my destiny. I don't think I can call that. I want to call that like, I want that to be the title of this episode, but that's a little bit too niche for someone who might have just found us to hit play on. So
If you want to see the cards, we always put the images on our site.
I'll take a picture.
We have a post for every podcast episode, and there'll be a link in the episode description. Or you can just go to clarityonfire.com/podcast and it'll be one of the top ones. Because I feel like you want to look at these cards.
You do.
We've been describing them, but
Yeah.
they're so beautiful. You want to see what we're talking about.
Also, you just don't know that there isn't a message in there for you that we haven't interpreted. Because a lot of the time, especially when I'm doing like an energy healing session or something, and someone pulls a card for me, they're like, your interpretation of this matters more than mine.
Mhm.
Like, what you see might be different than what I see. You might notice something that I haven't noticed that's really critical to you, or that's just relevant to what you're going through in life right now.
Exactly. Plus,
So-
we also always post the written description as well. So sometimes when you read through it yourself, something else might stand out for you than when
Yeah.
you heard me read it to you.
I agree. There's something different about taking it in with your own eyeballs.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So yeah, come over to the site and just see if anything else stands out for you. But
Mhm.
overall, the overall takeaway is things are looking good.
You already did the work. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, this is what I am hearing.
We're in harvest mode.
Like, yes, you did the work. You planted the seed. That owl, I'm like shoving it in Kristen's face because I can't shove it in your face. That owl is sitting atop its egg. It's a
Mhm.
big egg. The egg is even bigger than the owl, which, that's an interesting interpretation, right?
Mhm.
That like the intentions you plant and the seeds you plant, the eggs you lay. I mean, I'm sorry to picture all of you laying eggs right now, but, can it be even bigger than you originally thought? Like,
Yeah.
can be even bigger than you. I also like the dandelion imagery in this card because
Mhm.
dandelions are, we wish on them. We blow them into the wind.
yeah.
And those seeds get planted everywhere. They get spread super far and wide. And then you just watch them grow and pop up out of the ground like everywhere.
But the beautiful part is if you're reading it from past, present to future, they've already been planted.
Exactly. You already did that work.
You don't even know where all those seeds have gone.
You already planted all those seeds. So you already did the work. You don't have to do more work. You don't have to keep pushing and forcing and striving. You are enough. You don't have to perfect it. You already done enough. Okay. And the present, you should start seeing evidence of the fact that things are coming to fruition and not even fully coming to fruition. I'm thinking this is more of like evidence that it's starting to.
Yeah. The beginnings of the harvest.
You're going to be getting proof.
We're not even anywhere near the maximum yet.
Right. Your harvest could be magical rainbow horse level.
Oh yeah.
So look forward to that. Get excited about your magical rainbow horse.
It's a very optimistic reading. I
am here for it because I'm not optimistic by nature. So, and I know the universe is not always this optimistic. It's often realistic and like grounded. And like, you're going to have, the last time we did this deck, it was like, you know, like you have to go inward and you have to trust that the timing of things are working out and things are starting to come to life, but it's not quite there yet.
There was one about like you said, the deep freeze, or it was very much a winter hibernation kind of a feel.
All of the cards last time were like that. It was all like, there's more going on under the surface than you're aware of. It might look like a dry desert. One was dry desert.
Deep freeze
and dry desert. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And now we've got lush greenery everywhere. And
literally, there is lush greenery in all of these cards. Yeah. And like
beautiful
clear
skies.
Clear skies. Yeah. Yes. So it sounds like a really dumb weather report. We've got lush greenery and clear blue skies.
Well, it is a little bit of a weather report in terms of what's coming.
You just did weather so hard that you blew on my face as if you were trying to create wind.
How meta of me.
At least your breath wasn't bad.
That's good.
It was neutral.
I just had a coffee, so that's great.
It was neutral. I didn't smell anything.
Great.
Didn't have my mouth open, so that was good. Okay, well, that's your reading.
Well, when you come over to our site and look at the images and read back through the descriptions, feel free to leave a comment and let us know how this is relevant, or if this feels hopeful, or if there's any signs that this might be true for you right now. Maybe some stuff's finally coming through.
Share evidence with each other that things are working out.
Very validating,
because we all need it. Oh, you want to hear one?
Sure.
Okay, so go back to our episode from last month. How to create your own light at the end of the tunnel. It was a bonus side chat that we had on. I think it came out on a Tuesday.
Okay,
you won't have to go back that far, like a few weeks. How to create your own light, or how to create light at the end of the tunnel, and that was the one where we talked about, listen, the most torturous thing you can go through is not knowing when something that's shitty is going to end. So you have to pick your own due date. So I had a client who did that. We had a call yesterday. She has been planning on taking a sabbatical from her job for a long time. She's been working for decades. She's a mom. She's saved up a ton of money. She is ready to do it, but she literally could not leave her job because there was a situation that her employer was embroiled in that made it legally impossible for her to leave her job.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Until this was resolved. And she had no idea when it was going to get resolved. She was like, I'm hoping it could be like June, but I don't know. I really wish it was March 15th. That was her date. She calls me on March 16th and she's like, it got resolved today. And I was like, bitch, one day later?
That's amazing.
The universe was fashionably late to your deadline?
But only by 24 hours. I mean, talk about setting the intention.
She did.
And then not having to figure out how it's going to happen, but trusting.
Got the payoff. And now is going to be flying into her sabbatical like the rainbow horse she is. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That's so good. Because remember that middle one of the present, you don't have to figure it all out. You've set the intention. You've set the stage. Now let others or the universe at large work out the details.
Mhm.
She could not have figured that out, how to get legally out of her
No,
working situation.
It wasn't even her situation it was like the employer's problem.
There's no way she
So
could
I
have
was
figured
like,
that out on her own.
They don't even know that they are indebted to you for setting a deadline and for it getting, because there are other people embroiled in that too.
Right.
It's like they're indebted
Powerful
to you.
intention, she said.
I know. So
That's
I'm
good.
telling you, picking a deadline works.
Mhm.
Okay. It doesn't always work on the exact day. It might work the day after. That's wild.
That is really wild.
Okay.
That's
So I'm
good.
just saying this works. She's living the rainbow horse life now. You can too.
Oh,
Okay.
man,
Well, this
that's
has
good.
been fun.
Yeah, great reading.
Okay. Well, we will be back next Friday with a brand new episode of Dear Rachel.
Okay, we'll see you then. And some of you will see each other this Sunday.
But not us.
But not us.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.